না হ্যাঁ আর নামও ধন্যবাদ
Hi everyone, good morning. How are you guys? All good?
Yes, ma'am. How are you, ma'am?
Yes, I'm good. Thank you. Okay, we'll get started. What we discussed in the last class? Yes, can we have some answers?
About
XML, JSON.
XML JSON formats, API testing.
Yes. What is API testing?
It is an application program interface which is a request and response. When we send a request from UI, it receives the request and send to a database, and receives database fetches the data, and it gives response to the API, and API gives a response on the UI.
Okay. Okay, good. So what are the types of APIs?
REST APIs and SOAP APIs.
Okay, good. So REST uses which all formats of data?
XML and JSON formats, whereas SOAP uses only XML format.
Okay, good. Okay, so we also discussed about XML format. So this is XML format where we write everything in the format of tags. Okay, and in the JSON, we write in the format of parameter and value. So we have parameter. The first one is parameter and the values we pass. Now for the testing, we are going to change the values and we are going to test the API. Okay, so now we will start or we will look at how API testing is done. So this is about all the background that we should know before we actually start the API testing. So we know what are the APIs. Now we will learn about API testing. So how API testing is done? Any testing, any testing will be done? First, we have to understand the requirements. Yes. How we do the testing? First, we have to understand. Understand the project or requirements or APIs or the test cases or what we have to test. Yes, the basic thing we have to do first is we have to understand the requirement. In the API also, we have to understand what are the APIs. So in this understanding requirement, we have to understand what is API is going to do. What is this API is going to do, what it will take, what it will return us, what is the use of it. In short, we have to understand what is the use of a API. Now, from where we understand this use of API? We understand use of the API or what the API is from the document. Now you will say, yes, obviously we will know from the document, but what is the document called? That document is nothing but an interactive document. It is not a static page. Just okay, you get a requirement and you are able to understand. So some interactive documents are given. So interactive meaning is you can pass some value, you will get some output. The document will be in that format. So this interactive document will be created using the Swagger application. Now, APIs are available in the Swagger documentation. Now, what is a Swagger? Let us take an example and see what is a Swagger. Okay. So, I have some Swagger which is for free available on a network. We will see that and how it looks, we will see. So, now we will try to understand the API, then we will start with testing. So what is Swagger? It is a documentation application just to create the documentation about a API. So what our API does, what parameters it will take, how it is designed or what is the use of it. Okay. So we will take one Swagger demo. In this is a application pet store. Okay, there is a pet store. For that pet store, these are the APIs we have. So API documentation understanding is the most important part of API testing. First, we understand API, then we are going to test. Agree, everyone? First, we have to understand anything before we test it. It applies to APIs also. We have to understand APIs, yes or no?
Yes, is this Swagger any tool used to do for API testing?
No, it is just a documentation.
I mean, API, all the API related concepts will be in this.
No, not the concepts, just the API requirements.
Okay.
First, we have to understand the APIs, yes or no. Can we have some answers?
Yes.
Guys, everyone able to follow? What is interactive document? What is the example of interactive document? Pay attention. Okay, Swagger is the example of interactive document. This Swagger is just the documentation application where we have the requirements mentioned, nothing more. API concepts are we have to learn. So you can learn API concepts, that is different websites, that is tutorials. Okay, that is different. Now, how APIs are going to function, how APIs are going to work, this document will give that information, how this API is going to work. If I click on this, everything about a pets. Now, how the pet is going to, like you can book a pet or you can order a pet or you can get a pet and you have any services related to that, that is going to be handled in this application. So it takes some ID as a pet ID and give you the information. Okay, some response about it. Before we understand the requirements like this, we will try to understand how or what is the process of API testing. Okay, what is process of API testing? We will see. First, we have to understand the document that is available in the Swagger documentation. It's a application, it's a tool, or it's just a website. Okay, where you have the information. So Swagger is a paid tool. Company will buy that. Okay, they will create a document. Who will create this API documentation? Developer who has or who worked on the development of API. And it will be given for the testing. Now we have understood the APIs. For example, consider that after we understand, we are going to create a test data for the testing, like what we are going to test. What are the scenarios we are going to test? What is the data we required, from where we take that data? We collect that and we test with the tool. So consider that Postman is a tool we are using for the testing, and we pass the test data and we test the response. Now we know that APIs are going to communicate in the format of request and response. Any question on that? Yes, no?
No.
Others? Okay. Fine, good. Now, whatever we are going to create a test data, we pass, we test, and then we get a results. So, in that, we are going to check what is pass and fail. That is called result. So, we verify the results and after that, we report the defects. Then we are going to report the API testing defects. What are the defects we get in the API testing? For example, we get APIs. The defects in the APIs are similar like UI. So some parameters are missing, or some values are not displayed, or some parameters are not displayed. Then the functionality is not working, or we have 500 error, 400 error. So different errors we get. Now, what are those errors? We will see. Okay. First is we have to understand the requirements. And that is done with the Swagger tool. Test data is we are going to create a test data in this format of JSON, where we are going to change the value. So now order ID, I will pass it something else in the next test case, or I will pass 0 or 1 and test the API. Okay. Changing the test data is easy. Yes. Just you have to test it with different data, different setup. This time I will pass some different values to my JSON. Able to understand how to change the values for a JSON? Where are the values? This is a value or this is a value. In this, what is a value? Can we have some answers? Others? What is a value? Can you please unmute and talk?
What is the value?
What is the value, and that is total cost is parameter.
Okay, correct. Okay. So now this is how we create a test data. Fine. Now we will install the Postman. Okay, everyone, you can install Postman with me as well. So how to install a Postman? Postman download for Windows. So my machine is Windows machine, so I'm using download Postman for Windows. If you have a Mac machine, you can type it download Postman for Mac. Okay, it is a small application we can download with just click here, download 64-bit Windows. Okay, it is going to download the app. It is taking just few seconds. So downloading started here. I already have it already downloaded and login I have done. So after you download, you have to open the file and run it. Okay. So in a folder, and install this setup. So installing this setup will take 2 minutes. Okay, it is already installed for me. So if you start it and install, it will start the installation. For me, it is opening the existing application. So for me, it is downloaded, installed. So after you install, you have to log in with the email ID. So your Gmail ID you can use for a login to a Postman application. After you log in with your Gmail, you will have application similar to this. Okay. Sign in. Open the application. So you have to sign in with your Gmail ID. it will work, and it is taking time to open. So in this application, we are going to perform a API testing. Everyone download the API application, okay, for a testing. You can use this URL. Okay, you can download it later. Now, after it is downloaded and login is done, you will be able to see a home screen. So in a home screen, this is a home screen where we do not have any of folders or anything. Now here you have to click on a workspace. Initially, workspace will be empty. Click on a workspace and my workspace. For me, there are some projects created. Those are nothing but collections. That is, set of test cases created for a API testing. For you, there will be no API or any collection available. So click on a create new collection, this plus icon. Everyone able to follow? Able to understand? So initially, first screen will be this. You can make a note of. Home screen will look like this. After this, we have to click on a workspace, my workspace. After you click on a my workspace, there will be empty workspace. Nothing will be there. Click on this plus icon, create a new collection. Create a blank collection. Name is automatically new collection name is created. I will rename that. Okay. Rename it Pet Store API Testing. Okay. In this collection is nothing but a project where you have multiple requests. Click on a add request. The project is created, then click on a add request. Now we can create a request with this create request. Request name, I can give any name. So I will write get users. So this API is to get the users. For that, we will use a get method and we will pass the URI. Okay. Some sample APIs we have. Some sample APIs for testing. So this is single user get API request. Okay. Sample APIs are available at this URL. Okay. I will give it to you, everyone. So from this, we can access the sample APIs. These APIs are freely available, hosted on a network. We can understand API testing with this free API. Okay. Okay. So what is this API? First, we will try to understand. First, we will test this get single user API. So this is a request. If you click on it, this is a request for a API. Okay. 2 is a request. That's it. Copy it and paste it here. So this is a request and send. The response we get is the response we have. Data, ID, email, and last name. Here also we have the response in the documentation as well. For a single user, user 2, this is a response. And we have a response ID to, the name is same. In the postman, the name is same, email. So we are also able to get a same user. So the response we have received as per the request. What is we are writing here? The meaning of this API is get the user to data. User to data, this is a user to data. ID is 2. If you pass 3 and send, we will get a user 3 data. User 3 data is EMA, something different. We are able to get it. If you ask for a user 4 data, the different data is displayed. Able to see this, everyone? Able to follow? Okay. Now you will have a question. What are these methods, get and these? When to use which one? How to use this? Yes, do you have this question? What are these methods? Yes, any questions?
So Priya, get is for to get some information, right, from
Yes.
database?
That is HTTP methods. There are HTTP methods. What is get? Get is to read the data. Get the data means read the data. So there are different methods. What are different methods we have? We have post for a create. For a creating a user, we can create a user from API. Then we have a put, which is for a update. And we have delete. Delete method for a delete operation. These methods are called as the HTTP methods to perform a CRUD operation. What is CRUD operation? Create, read, update, delete is the CRUD operation. What is CRUD operation? So it's a CRUD operation. People will ask in an interview, what is CRUD operation, how it is done, or what are the methods for a CRUD operation. CRUD. C is for create, R is to read, U is for update, and D is for delete. So create, read, update, delete. These are the methods to perform a CRUD operations on the APIs. So these are most important methods. Apart from that, we have some other also put patch that are not used majorly. These are the 4 important HTTP methods. So get is to read the data. In APIs, we have the request URL. This is nothing but a URL where the data is available. Now you change the URL, you get a different data. If you pass something which is some invalid numbers I pass, we will not get any data, empty. There is no user with this ID. Okay, if we pass something number as well, there is no user with this ID. There are only few users available, so we can read the data of few users. Get is simple. Reading the data is simple because we are not creating anything. So whatever is available, we are just reading with the ID. Able to understand? No?
Got till here, Priya.
Yes. Any questions on this get?
Priya, can you tell how did you get that pet store API into here, like after creating collections?
Yes. So that is Swagger documentation. I have not created anything in that.
No, I am asking like how did you import it like that? Yeah, I clicked on create collections.
Create collection. Create a
Okay,
blank collection. Now on
okay,
this, it is a new collection. I will name it as a anything. Okay. ABC
okay.
store testing. Okay. That's it. Now in this, okay, let us save it. Okay, ABC store is available at the top. Now in this,
Okay,
add a request. Add a request you are able to see here.
okay,
Okay, or else you can click on three dots and in this add request.
okay.
Add
And then,
request. Now I am getting a request.
okay,
I will write get users. And in this, I will pass a URL. Which one? Which is for a user, single user read operation. Click on this two and get this. And input here. So now I am getting the response. Everyone install Postman today. Write yourself. Store all the URLs with you. Okay. And try this at your end. Now in the get, you can pass some invalid and valid numbers to get the user. So I will save it. Get is clear. Yes, get is clear. Yes, no. Yes, okay, good. Now I
yes,
will take a post. Post is nothing but to create. Yes, what is a post? Post method is to create something. So click on a post and it is for a create. Now right side we have a request and response for this. Request is in this format. Response will be in this format. The format is already given. I will click on this request. I'll copy this and create a new request. Add a new request. At this time, I will give the name as a create a user and the method should be post because it is given in the documentation that this is a post method. In the documentation, it is given post create. Okay, I am highlighting post create. So we are using post here. Now immediately I add a post and I add this, which I copied. Now in this I have to pass a body. Before I send a request, in the body, click on a raw and format should be JSON because it's a JSON format of body we have. So what is JSON format of body? Go to the documentation again. Scroll down. This is a format of body. I will show it again. Initially, your control will be on the params. It is parameters. We don't have to do anything here. Click on the body, the fourth tab, authorization headers body. In the body, we have to select a raw. In raw, we have option JSON here. You click on a JavaScript and JSON is third option. Okay. So do not click on anything. Text is not required. These all the REST APIs will take all these formats of data. Yes. REST will take XML also, JSON also, HTML also, text as well. This is for REST API testing. So we are getting all these options. Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay, select a JSON. Okay, this is what we have sent. Now the user is created. I will give the name as something different. Okay, I will give name as a Vijaya. Okay, where we have here name as a Vijaya, I will give, and job is leader. Send. Vijaya user is created. Okay. So whatever is, I will give as a lead. Name is lead or a QA, I will give QA lead. Now we are able to see the job is QA lead, name is Vijaya. User is created with the name what we pass. What we have to do, the format is already given. Where is the format? Format is here. What is this format? We already know this format is a JSON format. What is this format is? What is a response format? What is a request format? Yes. Is it a JSON or XML?
It's a JSON.
Right, it's a JSON. Right. So we are using, okay, it's a JSON. We are able to understand that. So we are very clear about it. Now, what we have to do? We have to select JSON. Because of this is a JSON, we are selecting JSON here, right? In this drop down, this drop down will be displayed only if you select raw. If you select binary, then there is no drop down. So for a raw, only we get this. After we click on a JSON, after click on a raw, click on a JSON. Now we have the JSON. Now I'll give some different names. Can you create a test data? This is the request. Can we have some answers for a test data? This is a request. Next time I will pass it name with some more characters. I will write Nishita, Raj, and more than 10-20 characters I want to test. So I will give some long text. Okay, here also I will give some long text. Because in the testing we have to test everything, right? And I will pass it. So yes, it is working, it is taking. So somebody will have or can have the name more than 20 characters also. Yes, your API is working or not. Some cases we will pass null. Meaning is no value, nothing, just a blank. Nothing here, just a blank. Means just a space and send. User is created with just space. Working? Yes, user is created with just space. This is nothing but a API testing. Able to understand? Yes, no. Can we have some answers? Others? I want answers from everyone. Pragyan,
Yes, Priya.
Nishita, Priya, Sujit, Shrushti, Ravali. Can you understand? Tejasvi, Vijaya, yes. Everyone, can we have some answers?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so now install the Postman on your system and try creating the request and get the response. Create a collection, log into the Postman, download the Postman, everyone, quick, very quick. You have the link in the chat. Already download the Postman. How many of you already downloaded Postman? Can we have some answers? Yes.
I have downloaded it, Priya.
Okay, Ashrita. Then again, Vijaya. Again, now creating. Okay. Others who downloaded? Download it now. Everyone download it now. Okay, Ravali downloaded. Ashrita. Okay. Others, we have 5 more members to download. Tejasvi, can you download? Sujit, Shrushti, Nishita. Yes, done. Log into the Postman, then open it. Open the application, log into it. Hi everyone. Everyone completed downloading the Postman?
No, I missed the class.
Okay, so Lakshmi, I will give you this. So you have to download the Postman from this link. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, use this URL. And do you have a Windows machine or any other?
I have Windows.
Okay, so use this link and download the Postman for
Just I'm
Windows.
doing.
Okay. So in this, it will be exe file. After it is downloaded, you have to run that file. Run it
Uh,
means install. Okay.
just a second. Windows 64-bit, right?
Yes. Click on it. Agree terms and conditions. Allow if it is asking for anything. And install.
Installing.
Okay.
So I need to give my mail ID for that.
Yes, you have to give email ID and login. Yes.
Username. Okay. I downloaded Postman.
Okay, Postman is done. Good. So did you join last class? What is API?
I didn't join last class.
Okay.
Achha.
So I will give the recordings to everyone. Okay. Today you will get a new course added as a API. You can go through those recordings and understand about what is API. Okay. So this is a third class. There are 2 classes already completed. In this class, we discussed about how we create a request in the Postman. So after you have Postman login is done, your screen will be something like this. Yes, home screen is. Yes, Lakshmi.
Yeah.
Okay, click on a workspace. Workspace, create workspace. Workspace, and you can click on a my workspace. For now, my workspace will be blank. Okay. You will not have
So-
anything in the my workspace.
So I have to create a workspace now.
Yeah. So in that, just click on a my workspace for now.
Space, okay.
And now after that, you can click on this plus icon to create a project. It is nothing but all test cases we are creating in this collection. Create a new collection. The icon is create new collection. Click on it. Create blank collection.
Just a second. My
Okay.
workspace. My workspace, then collection plus blank collection.
Yes.
Okay. And I got a new collection.
Okay. And new collection you have to rename. Rename it with, if you do not have option, 3 dots and scroll down, you have a rename option. Rename it to something, a store, whatever the testing we have to do. So we are going to test the APIs of user. Okay, you can write it any name for your project. You can give fine. In this collection, we can add a request. API testing is done with the request and response. API testing is done with the help of request and response. Okay. So we have to add a request.
Okay.
Add a request. I will give request name as get user. So it is to read the users. And this is a URL you can use for, this is a URL for just understanding. Okay, these are the sample APIs available for understanding. In this, click on a single user.
Can you please show from the beginning? I'm so sorry.
Here, this one, same link is available in the chat. I have given you in the chat. Click on this link that is available. This is a URL, reqres.in. Is it working at your end? Check that first.
No, this is like test your front end against a real API.
It's fine. Scroll down. It is this one. Yes, correct. Scroll down.
Okay, so I have to, there's so many APIs.
Second one, single user.
Okay, single user. Okay, I got it.
And click on this request. Request, below that there is a link. You have to click on it. Copy
No, no,
this.
I just got some code. If I click
Yeah,
on
that is
get
correct.
single user.
Correct. It's this one. Correct. Copy this. So single user request, you will get code. Correct. That is copy it and paste it in this URL. URL for a get user URL and press enter. Everyone
Which URL?
completed creating get user and create user?
No, in
Yes.
which URL we have to post?
In this column, the
I
this one,
copied it. I copied
paste
it.
it here. Hmm.
No, where should I paste it?
Copy from this one you
Ah.
have to copy.
I'm not able to see. 1 minute.
Now able to see the screen?
Yeah, I copied it from that URL. I mean,
Copy
from
it.
that one.
Go to Postman.
Okay.
In the Postman, you have this blank initially. Initially, it's a blank, right? Enter URL or paste a text.
So in new collections.
Yeah, new collection, create a request. Okay, everyone able to create a get user request? Yes, no, can we have some answers?
Yes, Priya.
Yes.
Yes, created request. So we will again see tomorrow some more request response, how we create, and also we will see how we do a negative testing, and more in practicals we will discuss in the next class.
Okay.
Okay. So I am going
Priya,
to
this is
discuss
A.
same. Yes, tell me.
Priya, actually, I didn't. I don't. I didn't. Today only I'm attending the class actually. So past 2 weeks I didn't attend. So this previous classes are isn't that LMS?
Yes, yes, I will add and give you the access. Okay.
Okay, yeah. Thank you.
So how many classes did I miss, Priya? Like,
It's a third class, so 2 classes you missed.
Priya,
Yes.
the interview questions in LMS,
Mhm.
I only see for Selenium Java.
Mhm.
Are there any other interview questions as well? Or this is everything is in
In the
Selenium
same
Java?
only I will add. Okay, that document is incomplete for now. I will add on, like I will keep on adding the interview questions and answers. Okay.
Okay, Priya. Okay. So even the normal ones are also in the same tab.
Yeah. Yes,
Okay.
yes.
Okay, thanks, Priya.
daily the class starts at 7 o'clock in the. I mean, 10.
Yes. 10.
Okay, fine. So because I live in Vancouver, that's why the time difference I have.
Yeah. EST timings, it is 10 a.m.
Okay, fine. I'll join the class.
Okay. So I was explaining for again for Lakshmi. Okay. So if you want to stay, you can be online. Okay. You can be present in the class. Otherwise, we are going to repeat the same things. You can drop also, guys. Okay. Thank you. Have a great day. So for new people who want to understand again APIs, let me revise the topic. Okay.
Okay.
So whatever I copied here, the link which is here, we have this I copy and paste it in the postman, enter URL or paste text. Here I added. Okay, just add it here. Done.
Just a second, Priya.
Hmm.
Just the URL you copied
Yes,
and
just
you
the top
posted
section URL. Yes.
in get section.
In the get.
Okay.
And press enter.
Send.
Yes, click on a send. Yes.
Yeah. Down I got some.
Yes, some data as ID2. Yes,
Yeah,
you are
ID
able to
to
get the same.
email. Yeah. First name is Janet Weaver.
Yes, correct. So this is we are getting. This is user 2 data. Now if I want to get a user 3 data, change it to 3 and send.
For what exactly we use this?
This is we are reading the data. Reading the data of user 3. In UI, what we do, for example, you have Facebook account. First, you create a user. And whatever the user we created, we log in with that user to check that the user is created or not. Yes.
Yes.
How you will test a Facebook account? So whatever we created, we will again test and check that it is created or not. Similarly, in the API also, we will create something and check that is created or not. Okay.
So, for example, can you give me a live example? Like, this is the one call. You took this from regress in .in, right?
It's a request and response. It's a dummy reqres.in. A dummy sample APIs are available. It's a for understanding.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, I got it. For example, if you want to check really from Facebook, for example, I'm just asking you, like, how exactly we have to check from live frameworks?
Okay. API testings, we do not have UI. How we do the UI testing? You open a Facebook or Instagram that account and then you click on a page and click and perform the testing. In APIs, we do not have the UI. Meaning is we don't have that pages. Just we are going to work on this tool Postman and read the data and we will get the data in this format. It is called JSON format of data. Okay. So what is JSON? To give you a brief, there are two types of data transfer languages we have, XML and JSON. What is XML? It's a extensible markup language. JSON is JavaScript object notation. So this first name is parameter, Ashrita is value. Last name is ABC. So parameter value. In this format, there is a data in the JSON. In the API testing, we use this JSON format of data. Now the user also we created that has a use ID as a 2 because that is ID and value is 2. It is displayed, right? We are able to see that. We are able to see that it is 3. Okay, for a 3 user, it is 3. For a user 2, it is 2. You read that data and we are getting this data. So we have to understand this. This is how the response will be displayed.
Okay.
In the API testing, we will not have a UI. Okay. So go through the recordings for the 2-day classes. So I discussed about all the fundamentals of APIs, how the APIs are created or why APIs are required and all the details. Okay, where APIs will be used, like how Ola and Uber applications are using APIs and they're able to develop applications. Also, we have what is APIs, where the APIs are available. They are available in the business layer. There is a UI after the business layer. So we do not have UI, meaning is we will not be able to test from the UI. We have to test directly APIs. Directly we have to test with the tools. So how we test directly? With the tools. Okay.
Okay. Maybe I should, if I see your previous videos, then I might get in a good idea
Yes,
and
correct.
about APIs.
Yes, right.
Okay. I'll do that, Priya.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
this API classes will be added in Selenium live classes, Selenium Java or separate folder.
Separate.
Priya, I don't have access to that API.
I will give you. Okay. What is the name? Sorry.
Kartika Lakshmi.
Yeah, you will get it, Kartika. Everyone in this batch, you will get it. Okay.
I don't have access to anything.
LMS also?
Nothing.
Okay.
Because this is
So,
my first
yeah,
I don't.
this is the. Give me your email ID.
Okay, I will just a second.
Okay, I'll show how to access the LMS also.
Mhm.
So this is a link you have to use. In this, you have to input username, password, okay, and sign in. Sign in with your email address and
Email
password
address.
will be shared after your account is created. You will get a password, okay? And after you log in, keep this URL with you. After you log in, you have to go to courses and
Mhm.
my courses. In this, under my courses, you will have some set of courses
Mhm.
and you can see the recordings of each course. So in SQL, what we have, so what is the database? What is this? Those things are discussed. Okay. So you can access the
It's
class.
already done. SQL, everything is done.
It's previous batch. Okay. In this batch, it is not done.
Okay.
Okay. This is I'm showing for a sample. You will have some less courses. Maybe for now you will have 2 courses or 3 courses. The after by that batch is completed, you will have 5 courses. Okay.
Okay. So I
Yeah.
just need to open this link and I
And
should only
input.
create with my mail ID and should.
No, you will get a password. Okay, I'll give you the password.
Okay.
Okay. Yes.
Yeah.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Thank you.
Priya,
Any other
today
questions?
give me access, okay? I need to see API classes. Sorry.
Yes, Kartika. Okay. You can message me also. I will update in the group. Okay, guys.
Okay.
So, yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank
Yeah,
you, Priya.
thank you. Have a great day.
You too. Bye.
Yeah, bye.